Good evening, guys, and happy Thursday to all of your sunshiny faces. So I think I mentioned to you guys earlier in the week that I was not going to have a grocery haul for today because me and my dad were actually going with, because my mom volunteered for a booth at the a festival that the town she works in, her work had a booth, and so she was working it for the last shift, which was between 6 and 8 o'clock, I believe. And so she, like I said, was there for that, and so we ended up going to just to go sort of be out and go and sort of experience the festival, but then also to just sort of help her. And so yeah, we ended up going to that this afternoon, so that's why we didn't end up having a grocery haul. But guys, I have been gone all day today. I woke up this morning at about 8:30, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. We ended up leaving the house by about 10 o'clock, I think, this morning. So I had no time this morning at all. I barely had enough time to just get my coffee, and we ended up going to go and see my aunt, who was actually dog sitting for my other aunt and uncle. But she ended up actually, my other aunt, her mom, ended up then coming to finish out the dog sitting, I think for over this weekend. And so she ended up actually coming to the festival then, though, that we were working at tonight. So but we ended up going, like I said, out to see her, and just sort of to hang out for a little bit. My mom ended up bringing lunch. We did tuna salad sandwich, and then also to BLT minus the B. But I think I was telling you guys, my aunt was actually the one that told me about that, but that my cousin actually gets it with avocado sometimes. So I never really thought to even put avocado on there. I did it today, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is revolutionized the way that I look at BLTs, because I can just do it as an ALT, an avocado, lettuce, and tomato. So like I said, that was pretty, actually, it was very good. I ended up having 2 sandwiches of that for lunch. But like I said, that was really what we ended up doing and we were up to today. Like I said, there wasn't, I had no time today practically at all. So we ended up coming back from my, like I said, my aunt and uncle's house. It was about 5 o'clock, I think, and then at 5:30 or something like that, we ended up leaving to go to the festival, because like I said, my mom was working at 6 o'clock. So we got there right about 6 o'clock, and so I had no time at all. Finally, we ended up getting home around 9 o'clock. So I've been gone for almost 12 hours today. And just not being at home. So I didn't really end up getting to anything anyway, too, as far as dishes, laundry, editing, uploading, anything like that. I did load up the dishwasher with a couple things that were dirty from the sink this morning. That's pretty much all I did. Really all I count as doing dishes today. But again, that was pretty much it. But like I was saying too, I was very happy with how productive I was Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, because then today, again, knowing that I wasn't going to be here or going to have again a whole ton of time today, I was able to actually again get the things that I'm still not feeling I'm behind with anything. Laundry, I'm all caught up with. Again, the dishwasher is actually sitting full of dirty dishes right now because I don't even have enough to run a load of dishes. And so Matthew's actually gone most of the afternoon today, and so Jack was home with all the dogs, and then me, my mom, and my dad, like I said, were out at the festival. We ended up just grabbing some carnival food. But Jack ended up staying home, and he had the tuna salad or leftovers or whatever. So we didn't end up doing anything for cooking for dinner tonight. But I didn't end up planning out. The only thing that I didn't do, which I'll probably want to try and do before we go to the grocery stores tomorrow at least, is figuring out what I plan on doing as far as meal plan sort of goes like for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I'm thinking tomorrow I would really like to do something that I can do in the slow cooker. Got the shrimp to what's it called, to do like shrimp scampi with, and so I was thinking of that. But I was thinking of doing that because like tomorrow I'll be gone at the grocery store, so I'm not really gonna have any time to like do anything. And then again too, my mom's working her like night shift, her normal shift hours, but she's working an extra shift on Friday. Because of that though, like things are a little bit off. Like she'll be here for dinner, but she'll probably wind up sleeping in the afternoon and stuff like that too. And so again, since I'll be gone at the grocery stores, I don't really have any way to like make anything. So that's why again I was thinking like I probably want to do something that's easy that I can do in the slow cooker. I'm hoping. So like I said, I'm gonna have to try and figure that out like last minute tomorrow morning, because I didn't realize like today was Friday sort of already. So I'm trying to think of like what's something easy and fast that I don't have to like really pay too much attention to, because I was like thinking, I was like, oh well, maybe I can do like tacos, but then I'd have to like get all this stuff together for tacos. And I was thinking like maybe then we could do like sloppy joes. If I have sloppy joes, that might wind up working, but I'm not really too sure as to, like I said, what we'll wind up doing. But then on top of that too, we've also got what's it called, like I'm planning on at least getting pork chops at Valley Produce tomorrow. So I'm going to do more pork chops for the grill, so I might be able to get pork chops out and defrost those and then cook those, but I'm not sure if I want to do them tomorrow night or if I want to do them like one day over the weekend. And then also the same thing too, Jewel has got a deal on pub burgers, and so they've got like an 8-pack pub burger. So I was thinking, I was like, that's probably at least 2 like packages, like I'll freeze 4 of them in 2 different packages like when I buy them. And so I was, like I said, thinking of doing that. I already have frozen burgers, so again I'm thinking like maybe I can do that, because if I'm going to know that I'm making more, then I might as well try and use up some of the stuff that we already have. So like I said, I don't really know entirely what I'm planning on doing, but I didn't, that was the one thing that I didn't end up doing, and I am so tired. Like I again was up, I actually went to bed sort of late last night, was up really early today, and again I also too have like barely, like at the festival we stood the entire time, and then to like even at my aunt's house too, I noticed like we ended up standing and eating lunch like at like the counter instead of like sitting down and eating, which again isn't that big of a deal, but like I just noticed, like I was like, geez, my legs are killing me, and I was like, well, it's probably because we were standing at the festival. And then I realized how much like standing around I've been doing all day today, and again not a whole, like, I don't know, I sat for a while though like at my aunt's house, but like I don't know, it just seems like I've been on my feet for like a good portion of the day today too, a little bit at least. So yeah, anyways, and we were sitting in the car too for the car ride, so like I don't think that again there was that, like, I don't know, I stood for too long, but I'm just, like I said, overall very tired. But maybe I'm tired from sitting too, like from sitting in the car from the car ride and that kind of stuff. So anyways though, like I said, long story short, I need to get in the shower and get to bed because I'm tired. I've got the grocery shopping to do, but that is why, again, like I got everything sort of caught up with. I did all of my grocery list, all of them are done, so that I don't have to worry about it tomorrow or doing anything like that. I can just go out to the grocery store and I can not have to worry about like I was saying, you know, any type of, you know, like list making or anything like that. It's just that I forgot to do like my meal plan sort of. But I think there was something that I was planning on doing last weekend that I ended up not. So, and I think that was the shrimp scampi. One day I was going to do that, and so now I realized, oh, I think I was also going to do mac and cheese one day too. So, but again, that's like too much cooking, and like I can't probably make that like tomorrow, because again, like unless we wind up going to stores early, I'm not going to wind up getting back and like have dinner done in a reasonable time really for like when dinner would need to be done by. So, but the only problem is that like if I wind up doing just something easy like sloppy joes, I don't have any buns for that. So like I said, I don't know what I'm gonna plan on doing for tomorrow. But yeah, I don't, like I said, I also think maybe I was planning on doing chicken Kiev one day, because I think I was going to get another deal on chicken Kiev at Meyer this week. So I was like, oh, that's another like thing that, like, if I know that I'm buying more of something, I like to start to use up what I have. So again, like in the case of like the pork chops or like the hamburgers, or again like the chicken Kiev, like if I know that I'm getting more of it, I'll be like, okay, then like let's use up some of the stuff that we have. And the same thing with the shrimp too, because Jewel has another deal on shrimp, although it's not as good of a deal. Normally, I think I told you guys, shrimp I always try, and normally I can get it for like $5 a pound. It's $5.99, which is a little bit not as quite as good of a deal that I got 2 weeks ago with Jewel, and then even to like at Caputo's, but Caputo's has been uncooked. It's been like the raw shrimp, whereas Jewel's was cooked shrimp. But even to at Jewel 2 weeks ago, I think they had it for $4.99 a pound. This week it was $5.99 a pound, but still, when I was like comparing like to how much it, like, it's still cheaper than most anywhere else that I can get it. And on top of that too, like the percentage of savings like at the retail price at Jewel, I was like, that's still like, I think it would retail at like over like, I think it was $12 a pound or something like that, so it's still like half off. So I was like, that's still really good. Again, not necessarily exactly my like go-to price point, but then I was like, well, maybe the shrimp size is actually different, like, because sometimes if you're getting like bigger shrimp, or if you're again getting it cooked versus raw, or again depending on the count of shrimp in the package, might wind up being a little bit different. So sometimes you do have to pay attention to that. But I think that it was the exact same size count. Like I said, I got 2 weeks ago, and so I was like, it's not that great of a deal. But I have been using up shrimp a lot recently, and so that's one of those again where it's like actually some good protein and it's not that super expensive. It's another one of those things too where like it's easy to cook and it's fast to cook too. So like I said, I've been liking actually using shrimp and cooking it recently, but like I said, I don't know. I'll have to figure out like so what I wind up and plan on doing and everything. But like I was, like I said, planning on using up the shrimps. So I'll have a better deal on it again, you know, this week as well. And then also to the pub burgers and possibly chicken Kiev. So like the stuff that I know that I'll possibly be getting more of, the pork chops, like then I want to try and use those things up, you know, sooner, because I know that I'm replenishing them. So like I said, I think I have like maybe 4 packages of pork chops, and I'll probably wind up getting and, you know, making another 3 freezer dinners out of the ones that I get, so long as again they have them and everything. But again, as long as I do that, then I'll have 7 packages. I want 7 packages of pork chops sitting in the freezer. So I'd rather use up again like another package than of the pork chops to grill. So like I said, that's sort of like my thought process into when I'm planning on doing like, again, like meal planning stuff and things like that. If again I know that there's something that I'm getting to replace other things, then I really want to try and use some of that stuff up. So anyways, yes, I will have, I think we're going to do all, well, the grocery shopping that we normally do on Thursday, all of that tomorrow, and then everything that we normally do over the weekend we're going to do on Saturday all together, because my mom has to work this entire weekend, so it doesn't matter. Like, we're not saving Saturday for like all of our project stuff. It's like every day basically. We're not really going to be able to do a whole ton as far as this weekend goes, so it doesn't matter what day we wind up doing grocery shopping. So I'd rather just shove it all into one day together instead of trying to go and do like half of it on Saturday and half on Sunday or whatever. So anyways, though, I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give it a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.